Today we are exploring our journey from Android to the dark side of purchasing a used Apple iPhone 11. Is it smart to buy a lower-end iPhone? We will unbox the renewed iPhone 11, then compare it to the higher-end iPhone 12 and 13. If you stick around to the end of the video, we'll show you how to get a brand new iPhone 13 for less than $530. Hello everyone, this is Rick with Cybernetics, and we're here today to unbox the iPhone 11. We purchased this from Amazon renewed for $380. I think the price on it right now is $399. You can get a brand new iPhone 11 directly from Apple at the 128 gigabyte level for $550. So open this up. It comes in a plain cardboard box. Looks like it's well wrapped in double bubble wrap. There's a little plastic protector on the screen. Appears that the screen is in pretty good shape. The case of it doesn't seem to have any scratches, minor blemishes. Just turn it around here so you can get a good look at it. All right, let's set that aside. Definitely would rate it as excellent as far as the condition of it. We'll have a link to the phone below. Let's see what else comes in the package. You have a standard USB power supply, a lightning, because on the 11 they're still using a lightning port to USB-A cable. You have a SIM remover tool and a little brochure about renewed from Amazon. All right, so that's everything that's in the package. The phone, cable, power supply, SIM. Now that we've completed the unboxing of the refurbished iPhone 11, I thought it would be important to go over some of the technical differences between it and the higher-end 12 and 13 phones. First thing to note is the iPhone 11 is only 4G, where the 12 and 13 also operate on the 5G network. Latency or response time across the 4G network is a minimum of 50 milliseconds, and across 5G is a minimum of 1 millisecond. So you will have a much better experience across the 5G network. Download data throughput for the 4G is a maximum of 1 gigabits per second. Across the 5G, it's a maximum of 10 gigabits per second. Of course, these are under ideal conditions, and real-world experience will be significantly degraded from the ideal. Next thing to look at is the screen on the iPhone 11. It is an LCD with a backlight that illuminates the whole front of the screen. The iPhone 12 and 13 use the organic LEDs, which produce their own illumination, so each individual pixel is turned on and off for better color representation and overall clarity on the screen. The iPhone 11 has a 60 Hz refresh rate, where the 12 and 13 have a 120 Hz refresh rate. So overall, with the iPhone 12 and 13, you're going to have a much better visual experience. You'll have deeper blacks, higher contrast, and better color representation across everything that you're viewing on the phone. The iPhone 11 was released in 2019, and generally Apple provides software updates for about 6 years, which would mean you'll be covered until 2025. This may or may not be important depending upon how long you're going to keep the phone. Ceramic shield glass comes standard on the iPhone 12 and 13 and is tougher than most metals. It has performed considerably better than the Gorilla 6 glass on the iPhone 11. Next, we'll look at the cameras. The iPhone 11 has an ultra-wide lens. The iPhone 12, in addition, has Dolby Vision HDR at 4K 30 frames per second. The iPhone 13 comes with an additional mode, cinematic, at 180p 30 frames per second, which also allows you to focus in on individual subjects as you're recording. And it has an enhanced Dolby Vision 4K at 60 frames per second. Next, we'll look at the processors across all three phones. They all have 6-core CPUs and 4-core GPUs. There are more detailed technical differences, but the main difference is in the core neural engines. The iPhone 11 has an 8-core, the iPhone 12 has a 16-core, and the iPhone 13 has a new advanced 16-core neural engine. These are particularly important in machine learning and artificial intelligence. An example of that would be identifying objects, in this case trying to pull something out of a background, a dog. It would identify the object, it would separate it from the background, it would hone in on the characteristics of the object, and based on that it could determine the specific breed, in this case a husky. So overall, the iPhone 12 and 13 have a better camera and more advanced processor than the iPhone 11. This is a summary of all the technical specs and differences we have just covered. Next, we'll consider where to buy a refurbished phone. If you go with Apple, they come standard with a 1-year warranty. You could also purchase it from your wireless carrier. I think these are your two least risky options, and that you would definitely know that you could activate the phone. You can purchase one from Amazon that has a 90-day warranty, and the one that we saw unboxed was in excellent condition. eBay also sells them. Decluttr's price for one was really expensive. I'm not sure why. You could buy a brand new iPhone 11 from Apple for that price. Gazelle is also another place to consider. And Swappa, the thing to note about them is that you're buying from an individual. So this is a summary of all the places you could buy a refurbished phone. Next thing you want to do is determine the integrity of the refurbished phone. Check the imei to make sure that it's not blacklisted. If it was stolen, it may not be able to be activated on the carrier's network. Once you get the phone, you can call up an Apple representative and have them do a remote diagnostic test on it, which will check out all of the operating parameters of the hardware inside the phone to make sure they're operating within specs. Or you can visit a local store and have them perform the same check. Make sure the activation lock is disabled and there is no Apple ID associated with the phone. You'll want to make sure there's no water damage. And internal to the phone, much like a Carfax for a car, there's a parts and service history of the phone, which will show you if the phone has been repaired, and if repaired, were genuine Apple parts used. Finally, you don't want to assume that anything is working properly. Make sure the camera, speakers, side keys, and the battery capacity are all functioning properly. At the beginning of the video, I promised to show you how you could save big bucks on an iPhone 13. I wanted to walk you through our particular journey on purchasing an iPhone. As you know, we purchased a refurbished phone from Amazon for $389 originally. As I was looking around, I noticed Apple had them for $549, and I originally thought that was for a refurbished price on a phone, but come to find out, even though they're not manufacturing the phones, they're still selling them brand new for $549. That seemed to be a better choice to me than buying a refurbished phone that only had 90-day warranty from Amazon. And in preparing for this video, I wanted to make a recommendation, and I still recommend RedPocket for your mobile services. They can save you a significant amount of money regardless of what network. They are a reseller for T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, etc. But as I was researching information for that, I noticed they had offers for iPhone 13s, and I thought, well, I'll go check that out. And come to find out, RedPocket has a current offer for $529 for a brand new Apple iPhone 13. And at that price, why would you buy a refurbished phone or even a new, older phone? That seems to be one of the best deals in the marketplace. In the future, we'll do an iPhone 13 unboxing and dive into more of the details of the phone. I hope you'll hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to support our efforts in helping others with technology, and have a great and wonderful automation day.